Hello everyone, please join me on a visit to the orchid garden today. During the care process, we will encounter many cases of orchids becoming diseased, wilting, and weakened like this. As you can see, the disease starts in the root system, with bacteria attacking from the base and gradually spreading to the stem and leaves. When this happens, please don't throw the plant away immediately. Mold has appeared on the leaf surface, causing the orchid to weaken quickly, shrivel, and lose vitality. Severely infected leaves must be cut off and disposed of far away to prevent the spread of disease in the garden. However, don't discard the entire plant. We will proceed step by step to save it. First, I will check the entire root system. As you can see here, the roots are completely damaged, rotting black due to prolonged bacterial and fungal attack. The main reason is that the plants were grown in industrial substrates, and when transferred to a natural garden environment, they are exposed to heavy rain, strong sunlight, and large temperature fluctuations, which they cannot adapt to. This creates favorable conditions for mold to thrive, causing the entire root system to rot. In such cases, we must completely remove the old substrate, leaving nothing behind. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you as a companion on this journey. At this point, the root system has almost no living roots left. All are rotten due to fungal infection. Below, I will outline the steps for treatment and restoration using proper techniques, applying them consistently to give the orchid a chance to regenerate and thrive again. Next, we will use scissors to trim all the damaged roots of the orchid. A crucial principle is to only cut until you see healthy, fresh roots. Absolutely no dark or black roots should be left behind. Observe carefully, continue cutting wherever there is still dark discoloration. Only stop when the cut turns green, off-white, fresh and firm. If we don't completely remove the diseased roots, the fungus and bacteria will continue to spread, significantly increasing the risk of the plant dying completely. This is the part of the root that still has the potential to survive and regenerate. At this point, you can see that the base is still fresh, indicating that the plant still has a chance of recovery. Now, I will continue with the next steps to save the plant. In the next step, we will thoroughly clean the entire orchid with clean water. Rinse directly with clean water to wash away all mud, old substrate, fungal spores, and bacteria still clinging to the stem, base, and roots. The rinsing must be gentle but thorough, ensuring that the crevices of the leaves, the base of the stem, and any cuts are completely cleaned. This is a very important step to reduce pathogens and create safe conditions for the subsequent treatment and recovery processes. The orchid has now been thoroughly cleaned with clean water. After completion, we remove the plant to continue with the next care steps. In the next step, I used garlic as a treatment for my orchids. I used 3 cloves of fresh garlic because garlic has strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, and it also stimulates the orchid's recovery and growth effectively. We peel off the outer layer, only using the inner part of the garlic. This part is rich in nutrients and natural essential oils, which are important components that help inhibit bacteria and mold, while also supporting the orchid's strong roots and stable growth during the recovery phase. In the next step, we will slice the garlic into thin, small pieces. This helps to extract the maximum amount of nutrients and essential oils from the garlic, thereby increasing its antibacterial and antifungal effectiveness, and also helping the orchid absorb nutrients better during treatment and recovery. Next, we will prepare a clean container, then peel all the prepared garlic. ready for processing and extracting nutrients to fight bacteria and fungi and support the orchid's effective recovery. Next, we will add about 500 milliliters of hot water to help release the nutrients in the ingredients quickly and efficiently, making it easier for the orchid to absorb them during recovery and growth. Next, we'll add cinnamon powder to the solution. Cinnamon powder has strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping to limit pathogens and protect the orchid during its recovery phase. I used 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, then stirred it until completely dissolved. Next, I covered it tightly and let it steep for about 3 hours, allowing the active ingredients in the cinnamon powder to be fully released, creating an effective orchid care solution. After 3 hours of incubation, the nutrient solution from garlic and cinnamon powder has completely permeated, dissolved in water, and transformed into a liquid fertilizer. At this point, we filter out all the residue and sediment, keeping only the clear liquid. Thus, we have obtained a clean nutrient solution, ready to use for caring for, restoring, and stimulating the healthy growth of orchid plants. In the next step, we add 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to the solution we just obtained. The purpose of this step is to dilute the solution, allowing the nutrients to be absorbed slowly, avoiding shocking the orchid during the care process. Then, stir the solution well to ensure all the components are completely mixed. In the next step, we take the orchid out for direct care. I use a soft cotton pad, evenly soaked in a nutrient solution extracted from garlic and cinnamon, then gently wipe all the orchid leaves. The upper surface of the leaves is completely cleaned of dust and fungal spores. The underside of the leaves is cleaned more thoroughly, helping to remove mold and harmful insects. This is where pests and diseases often hide. By wiping in this way, the nutrients will penetrate directly through the leaf surface, helping the plant absorb them quickly and recover better. After wiping, the orchid leaves become clean, shiny and airy, creating favorable conditions for photosynthesis. Next, I scoop the nutrient solution into a separate cup, then place the orchid's roots in direct contact with the solution, only letting the roots touch the water, not submerging the stem. The soaking time is about 25 minutes, enough for the orchid roots to absorb the nutrients, stimulate root recovery, and increase the plant's resistance. After soaking for 25 minutes, the orchid has fully absorbed the nutrients, which are then transported from the roots to the stem and leaves. The orchid is ready for the next stage of care. We'll take it outside to continue processing and nurturing it. Next, we use pure cinnamon powder to treat the wounds on the orchid. Cinnamon powder has strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping to protect the plant immediately after pruning. I applied the cinnamon powder directly to the cuts and open wounds on the stem and roots of the orchid. This thoroughly disinfects the entire damaged area, minimizing the risk of fungal and bacterial infection. After treatment, we placed the plant in a dry, well-ventilated area to allow the wounds to heal and dry completely. Next, we prepare a clean glass jar to secure the orchid plant. Then, I use floral foam, cut into a circular shape, ensuring it fits snugly at the bottom of the jar. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. It's wonderful that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. This layer of foam acts as a stable support for the plant, while also helping to maintain consistent moisture, creating favorable conditions for the orchid roots to recover and develop safely in the initial stage. After cutting, we place the foam piece at the bottom of the glass jar. Next, we use clean filtered water and pour just enough into the bottom of the container so that the water level only barely touches the sponge, not directly submerging the plant's roots. The purpose of this step is to allow the sponge to absorb water and maintain stable moisture, creating a continuous source of humidity for the orchid. This ensures the roots are always sufficiently moist but not waterlogged, thereby supporting the plant's recovery and safe, sustainable growth. Next, we place the entire orchid plant into the prepared container. The plant should be positioned so that the roots are in sufficient contact with the moisture below, but not submerged in water. This arrangement allows the base of the orchid to absorb moisture slowly, maintaining stable humidity, thereby nourishing the plant, stimulating root recovery and healthy growth, and minimizing the risk of root rot during the recovery period. Next, we use a plastic lid with ventilation holes and cover the mouth of the pot. These holes allow oxygen to circulate while maintaining the necessary humidity for the orchid. Then, use tape to secure the mouth of the pot, preventing insects, dust, and mold from entering, thus avoiding disease during the recovery process. During daily care, check the water level every 3 to 5 days. If the water is low, add more. If the water is cloudy or dirty, replace it completely to ensure hygiene and limit bacteria. Finally, place the plant in a shady, well-ventilated location with gentle light, absolutely avoiding direct sunlight, to help the orchid grow steadily and recover better. After 3 weeks, our orchid has recovered significantly and begun to grow new roots. In the miniature greenhouse environment, the roots have grown out healthily, showing that the plant has successfully adapted and revived. As you can see, the new roots have developed well, a result that many previously thought would mean discarding the orchid. Following this stage, we move the plant outdoors to allow it to gradually adapt to its natural environment. With proper techniques and careful care, the orchid can completely revive. The next step is to continue planting it in a natural, friendly environment, creating conditions for stable growth and long-term development. In the next step, we will plant the orchid in a pot with good drainage holes to allow for proper root respiration and help the plant grow as close to its natural environment as possible. The growing medium used is shredded pine bark that has been treated to remove mold before planting, ensuring safety for the young roots. Pour the pine bark at the bottom of the pot to create a stable and well-draining substrate for root development. In the next step, we will cover the rim of the pot with a layer of moss to retain moisture. Then, place the orchid in the pot, adjusting it so that the roots are in light contact with the moss. The purpose is for the moss to provide a stable foundation for the plant to recover and grow healthily from the beginning. In the next step, I used a metal rod bent into a U-shape to create a support. Then, I inserted this U-shaped rod into the pot, providing a stable base for the plant. Next, I placed the orchid in the correct position, and then used butterfly clips to gently secure the leaves or stem, helping the plant stand upright and preventing it from shifting or falling over during care. This securing helps stabilize the root system, retain moisture better, and recover faster. Finally, I covered the pot with a layer of moss to protect the orchid roots and maintain stable moisture levels in the growing medium. That completes the process of planting the orchid in the pot. From this point on, only regular care and proper watering are needed for healthy plant growth. The next step is caring for it during the initial stabilization phase. During this phase, I use clean filtered water, put it in a spray bottle, and lightly mist the plant to keep it moist. Misting is done every 3 days, focusing on the leaves and the entire growing medium, helping the plant maintain the necessary moisture without waterlogging. Regarding fertilizers and nutrients, we fertilize twice a month, alternating the types of nutrients. For example, this time we use garlic cinnamon water, and next time we can switch to another suitable type to provide diverse nutrients, helping the plant grow and develop in a balanced way. Simultaneously, we mist the roots to keep them moist every 3 days. We can also water directly to keep the roots healthy, firmly anchored in the growing medium, and able to absorb nutrients effectively. During this period, the orchid needs to be placed outdoors in a shady, well-ventilated area with soft light, completely avoiding direct sunlight. This environment will create ideal conditions for the plant to recover quickly, grow steadily, and remain healthy in the long term. I hope this video helps you better care for your orchids at home. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more simple and natural orchid care tips. What do you think of this orchid care method? Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback and experiences. Every share from you is a valuable source of motivation that helps us learn and love plants more every day.